Hey guys, it's been a minute. I'm on the floor. I have to build my office chair, but we get to be next to Kerrigan. Happy spring, everybody. So anyway, I accidentally started doing like voice acting, and the story is at least mildly entertaining. So here we go. First off, the links to the 20 audiobooks I've done so far that I've narrated since the end of January. They're all on Audible. And I'll be linking them in the description if you have any interest at all. A lot of meditation books. I did one called Eliza, which is my personal favorite. It's like a murder mystery. It's really so good. Watch that one, but that's not what you guys are here for. I'll rank all the audiobooks I've narrated later. So yeah, in true Reese fashion, I went off and did something super weird and random for the plot for the past couple months and came crawling back to YouTube to tell you guys about it. So like I'll basically do anything once, which either leads to very cool or embarrassing moments, but this one worked out for me. So here we go. How I accidentally started doing voice acting work began with an audiobook. So to start off, I get an email from an independent author at the end of like January, early February of this year. He said he heard my podcast, like the sound of my voice, and if I've ever done voice acting, was interested in it, and if I'd like to narrate his audiobook. So first of all, red flag. You heard my podcast. Nobody listens to that podcast. Okay, I am self-aware. Okay? Like, if you would have said YouTube, if you would have said TikTok, like, maybe. But still red flag scam alert vibes. Plus the people who, like, even know I have ever uploaded podcasts before, it's because they've already been to my YouTube. Like, these people, like, they're already in my IG DMs. We send each other TikToks. We are a small group of friends, okay? There are 12 of us or something. So anyway, but because I am equal parts a dreamer and delusional, I was like, yes, Mr. Author, I will absolutely narrate your audiobook. I'm very interested. Yes, please. I would love to try voice acting because I honest and truly believe with my whole heart that I am capable of doing anything to a fault, right? Like I can try my hardest, right? Which gets me into trouble sometimes because it can lead to me embarrassing myself, and I will be honest and vulnerable with you guys, okay? When this opportunity presented itself to me, I suddenly just became so incredibly desperate, like desperate as hell, okay? Like to try. What I've noticed about myself anyway is that the reason I want to leave like some kind of impact, like do something good, is actually a huge cope for existential dread, right? Helping an author's like fantasy world come to life, or like even an author trusting me to be their voice for their memoir. And I've done a few like meditation books too, like to be that voice to guide someone through relaxation. Like in that short fleeting moment, I'll either provide like comfort or entertainment, and just knowing that makes me happy enough that that fleeting moment is enough. Like I don't need a legacy, I don't need fame, because those moments of peace and calm and entertainment, they matter. And all those thoughts basically rushed through my mind in like 2 minutes, right? And before you try and tell me like it's not that deep, like no, test me, bestie. Like you're at Thinky McThinkerton City right now, population 13 or whatever, the 12 of us. And me, okay? And so now, voice acting. I decided this is my life path. I am diving in, scuba diving, no equipment, with the sharks. And that's actually a legitimately good metaphor because in real life, I cannot even swim. And so I email him back. I email the author back, like, oh my God, yes. Like, I can absolutely narrate your book. I have a professional mic. My room is sound treated. I can use Reaper to mix and master. Please give me a chance. Thank you for reaching out to me. I love you, right? Kissing booty. And he was like, oh, okay. And he's like desperate. And then like he blocked me. I'm just kidding. He's very, very nice. So he emails me back and he's like, great. Like, here's the manuscript. and he sends me a PDF of the manuscript and then asks me, okay, what's your PFH? I'm like, sir? My what? So I don't ask him what, like I Google, right? And I'm like, okay, what is a PFH? And it means per finished hour. So basically what you charge per finished hour of the audiobook, okay? So like if you charge $100 PFH and the book is 6 hours long, you get $600, so on and so forth. And I was like, hold on. This man is offering me payment? I've literally never done this before. Why is he doing this? Like I thought I was just doing this for free, but I guess he's like honest or something, or like a good person clearly, because I felt like I was scamming him now at this point. So like I look it up and like, what do I even charge? What do I even say? And so the tippy top professionals of narration, they make like 400 PFH. And I venture into this world by going to narratorsroadmap.com, which sounds like another scam place, but is actually very, very helpful if you guys are interested in doing narration or anything. Definitely go there, okay? So the professionals make 400. The people who do it like freelance and stuff, they can make as low as 50 per finished hour, or even do it for a royalty, or for free. And so I'm like, okay, art of the deal, right? I'm a businesswoman, right? Like they say to know your worth, right? So you never go for the bottom number, even though I have like absolutely zero experience, but you never go for the bottom number because you believe in yourself. And so I doubled the bottom number and I'm like, okay, 100. But I make a good argument for it, okay? Like, I'm like, okay, respectfully, like, I have the audio equipment, I can mix and master, like, how does $100 per finished hour sound? And his book was around 7 hours, so that would be roughly $700 total, and I'm just, like, on cloud 9, I'm like, oh, like, when do I get to quit my job? Like, this is it, like, my life is, like, new and exciting and amazing, and I'm gonna quit my job, like, that's all I want to do. And we had this conversation, like, in one day, right? And then I return with my per finished hour rate, and he does not answer me that day. I'm like, okay, he does not answer me the next day. Three days pass, and I am freaking out because I thought I like insulted him. I was like, is there something like I do not know about like the culture of like voice acting or something? Was I supposed to be like, oh no, I'll do it for free? And so I was like, okay, well, I guess that's showbiz, baby. Like, I'm just cooked now. Like, over. Voice acting dream is over, right? But I didn't even know that I wanted to do it like 3 days prior. So, I mean, I guess I shouldn't have been as upset as I was, but I was. So I was just like, okay, I'll take the L. I'll forget about it. I go on about my life, my basic life. I drink my Starbucks. I go to Club Pilates. I drink from my Lululemon water bottle. You know, I just continue, say lovey, whatever. And then he emails me back on day 4 saying, oh, sorry, I was on vacation and went out of town. 100 per finished hour sounds great. Can you have it done in 2 weeks? And I was like, oh, I can quit my job again. Like, I can, like, finally, I can quit my job and other things, like, have, like, a fulfilling creative thing to do. I'm a voice actress. And so I was like, okay, my life is changing. Wow. And so this book is with Audible, right? And Audible has its own portal for like home studios to upload like chapter by chapter. And so the easy part is reading the book, marking it up, right? And then you start recording. All right, so I read the whole manuscript, mark up the dialogue with notes. It takes me roughly 2 days to finish the manuscript because I'm excited, okay? And I sit down and I start recording, and I'm literally sweating while I'm recording. Like, every time I hear my voice, it's like nails on a chalkboard. I hate myself. So of course, while I am hating myself at that present moment, do I tell the author I cannot do this? Do I ask for more time? No. I'm delusional, remember? Like, I'm like, no, I can do this. Like, I'm just afraid because it's new. I can do this. because I'm a dreamer, and I simultaneously am so hard on myself, but also I believe I can do anything. And if you know, you know. Please, someone who can understand that, leave it in the comments, please, please, please. So I truck on, and I record the book. I re-record some chapters like 3 times, you know. I give it a good, honest to God try, all right? Driving myself absolutely mad. There's actually a man with a British accent, like, in the middle of it. I'm in shambles, okay? I'm trying my best. And so I finished this book. And I turned in the full audiobook like 2 days early, and I'm like, okay, here is the finished audiobook. Like, I'm so apologetic. I'm like, let me know, like, if there's anything you need, like, please still love me, like, please, I like worked really hard. I really tried, because even though it's like $100 per finished hour, I definitely earned like $20 an hour with the amount of hours that I was re-recording. And so that was my try, right? And so I wait for his reply. I wait, and he emails me back the next day saying that he loves it. And I think he's delusional too, like right, he's happy because his audiobook is voiced. I'm happy because I got to do something new, and we're playing off each other's dreamy mentality, and this is gonna be a train wreck when it releases, right? But it releases and people like it. Like, they say, someone actually says, like, I kill it, like, I kill the narration, it's like well narrated. Like, that's insane. I was so thankful that people like took it that way, that people liked it, that they enjoyed it. And you're probably like, oh cool, you did something like new ones, like, yeah, let it go now. Like, no, that feeds into me, that positive feedback. I was just like, it feeds into my delusions. I'm like, oh, I can keep doing this. I'm really good. Like, I'm gonna win an Audie, I'm gonna win a Grammy, like, I'm in this now. So I auditioned for more like audiobooks, like Audible books, and I keep booking books, you know, since from like end of January to like now, like early May, I've done 20, right? Like, that's crazy. And nothing happens overnight, right? Like, I wasn't able to quit my job like overnight. Like, I've made off of those like 20 audiobooks just under 15K around. So I make around like 3K a month doing the audiobooks, which is a pretty solid like side hustle. And like I said, I've only gotten 2 commercials, which is where the big muns are at, like in radio. Like, you'd be surprised, like people still hire people for like radio ads and stuff, but I ain't getting those. And of course no animation or anything, because I'm like not a wizard, okay? I don't have like connections or talent like that, okay? So I try and chug along, like stay small, like do what I'm capable of doing, right? Like, do what's good for me in the moment with my skill set. Because I'm like, okay, Reese, hold your horses. If you really want this to happen, then you're gonna have to chill out, hold your horses. And what I did actually was like, I cold emailed, like, I looked up the biggest like audiobook producer, and that's Tantor, and I cold emailed them, and I made myself sound way more skilled than I am, and gave them some samples, told them I like did a couple books, and I actually got put on Tantor's roster. And if you guys know like the 4 Dummy series, I'm actually going to read it should be released sometime in like July or August. It's the Social Anxiety for Dummies. So it's like that book, and it's cool that like I got something from Tantor, and that one was at $2.29 per finished hour. So like, I'm slowly chugging up to like the professional rate, right? And so that feeds into me more, right? And I'm like, oh shoot, like, oh, can I get on other rosters? And so I also cold email Penguin Books as well, and they sent me an audition for this one book. I can't release like the title of it yet, but it will be out like in September, centered around a like Korean character. And since I have like the language skills for that actually helped me in my audition with like the pronunciation and stuff. And I'm so excited. I'm gonna have a book like with Penguin Books too. And what is most exciting about that too is that it's actually going to be in studio, like with a director. And I just started this like this year, and like I'm gonna be in a real recording studio like with a director, and I'm gonna try my best and like try and keep getting those types of things, like be able to get commercials, like get more training, get into like the animation space and stuff. Like it's something I've always wanted to do, something in the creative space, like since I was like a wee lad. So this is like really cool for me, and I like uploaded that video about like cringe, why we cringe at ourselves and why it's good because we're growing and you shouldn't be afraid to be silly. Put yourself out there and try new things. And I'll be 31 years old in July, right? Like, ew, old lady, get off of YouTube, right? But I'm older now, and I'm doing something new. And not only am I doing something new, but it's like monetarily like lucrative to the point to where I can eventually, like, I can make it a career change. So I just wanted to say that to say, if anybody's watching this and they feel like it's too late, it is not true. It is just so not true. Like, if you feel like you're getting old, do what you want. Like, every little thing that you do, like when you step out of your comfort zone, put yourself out there, it makes a difference. Like my tiny podcast, like of nothing, just got in front of the right person and opened up like an opportunity to something I didn't even know that I wanted to explore, but which was adjacent to my hobbies, right? And now I'm putting so much value into like not creating a legacy, but valuing making people happy and smile in fleeting moments of entertainment. So I guess in a way, like I kicked my ego down a few stairs and just became more content with just existing. It's probably just because I'm getting older, but I feel like I don't really have anything more to prove, but so much more to share. And I think that will make me so much stronger, like not only just as a performer, but like as a person, hopefully. And I say that because like I even go into conversations not like, oh, like how will I come across? I hope they like me. It's more like, what can I learn from this person that I'm talking to? Like, I want to show more gratitude, like in my relationships, because since I'm in my 30s now, like I'm fortunate to have this like solid and small like chosen family like around me, and it's not about proving myself anymore. It's about cultivating and nurturing these existing relationships and showing love and respect, you know? And that relates back to the voice acting stuff, because like in that creation, you know, the manuscript itself, the art, it's not my creation, it's the author's. And there's something actually liberating about my part in the creation of art just being the performance aspect of it. Like, it's not like this where I sit down, I edit, like I do the whole thing. Like, I'm just bringing the story to life by voice. And that's liberating because like not only am I helping the author's story come to life that they have worked so hard on, and they're trusting me to convey that message, or those characters, like make it come to life if it's a fantasy or if it's a memoir, to be their voice, to tell their story is really fulfilling, because it means so much differently to like everyone in the process. It's entertainment for the listener, it's like a cathartic thing for the author, and it makes me feel good to be part of that process. Like for those stories to be shared, to entertain or like comfort people, it's I really do enjoy it. I've been enjoying this like work so far. It doesn't even feel like work, and I'm so lucky to be trusted with these stories by authors, and lucky that people enjoy listening to them as well. Yeah, you guys know I just have to get like sappy, but before I go, some quick as a bunny life updates. This has been a while. I saw Alice Long Yu Gao live. If you guys know who that is, I swear she's the next Lady Gaga. She threw her set list into the audience and I caught one and got it signed. So when she pops off, just know I was there first. So if you have taste, check out Alice Long Yu Gao, 100 Boyfriends, and just, it's a banger. And I can't, like, physically, like, stop moving them. I got my nails done and I love them, because not only do I feel like a pretty princess, but I feel like a witch. I'm a princess witch, yeah. What else? My little sister got married! Can you believe it? Dun, 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 dun. Everyone say happy birthday. Everyone say happy wedding in their comments. My best friend over in Korea is graduating nursing school. Amazing. And one of my other best friends here is preggy with a baby. And I'm out here in my studio auditioning for Listerine commercials. But that is just to say, every life path is different and every life path is valid. And what matters, truly what matters, is that you love the life you're building for yourself. And I'm really happy. I've been really happy lately. And if you guys have been with me for a while, for anybody, like, cultivating that happiness, like, it's a lot to celebrate. Yeah. And before I go, I just hope that you guys can, like, believe me when I say that I'm grateful that all 12 of you choose to spend, like, some of your time with the things that I create. Thanks for taking the time to listen to this. If you're here for this fleeting 10 minutes or whatever, and then you go about your own life happily, and it's an honor that you chose to spend some of your time with me here. And if you choose to listen to some of the books, I hope you enjoy those. I recommend Eliza by Gary S. Park, and I also narrated a memoir / coaching book from the HR manager at NASA, so that was freaking cool. All of it will be linked in the description. I did some meditation, some poetry. If you're not into it, and if you hate it, if you hate audiobooks, like, that's fine. Like, I still love you. It's fine, really. Like, if you're like, ew, I hate it, like, you can leave that in the comments too. Yeah, leave any questions too in the comments, because I feel like I've been yapping for so long, but I only, like, scratched the surface. I have like 5 Reese Gray analyzes sitting on my computer unedited. I will be doing that stuff, of course. I love it. So fun and silly. All right. Yeah, that's all. Just a little update. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.